Today, we're diving into the wonderful world of clematis and how to make them even more stunning by choosing the perfect companion plants. Whether you're looking to create a tapestry of blooms or just want to fill in those bare spots, we've got you covered. We'll explore not only which other flowers make perfect partners, but also how different clematis varieties can complement each other for a continuous show. Before we talk about combining clematis or pairing them with other plants, it's essential to understand the three main clematis pruning groups. Knowing your clematis groups is crucial because it tells you when they bloom, how they grow, and most importantly, how to prune them. This directly impacts how well they'll pair with other plants, including other clematis. These are your early birds. They burst into bloom in early spring and often before many other plants are even waking up. Their stunning flush of flowers appears exclusively on old wood growth from the previous year. Group B clematis are real showstoppers, and they actually break it into two subgroups, B1 and B2. B1 varieties typically have a primary bloom in late spring to early summer, followed by a second lighter flush in late summer to early fall. Their first big bloom comes from old wood, and their second round shows up on new growth. Yes, they bloom twice, and that alone makes them fantastic. B2 varieties, on the other hand, take things a step further. Instead of blooming in two separate waves, they flower continuously on both old and new growth at the same time, from June right through to September. It's a steady stream of color all summer long. These are your summer and fall stars. They produce all their flowers from midsummer to autumn. All their blooms appear on new wood growth from the current season. That's why they need a deep pruning in late winter or early spring, cutting them back dramatically. Understanding these groups is the foundation for successful clematis pairing. We have a video dedicated on clematis so you can learn how to take care of these beauties. Check out our other videos for more gardening tips, and why not subscribe to help us grow. Now that we know the groups, let's talk about the art of planting different clematis varieties together for a truly extended, stunning display. The key here is matching the vigor and bloom times while considering their pruning needs. This is often the best and most manageable strategy for continuous blooms. Your Group B clematis will give your garden a big show in late spring, early summer. For B1 types, you can expect that signature two-wave bloom in spring and late summer. And for B2, it'll bloom more continuously from June right through to September. As your Group B clematis winds down, your Group C clematis takes over for its main summer to fall display, creating a seamless transition or even an ongoing blend of color depending on your pairing. Both Group B and Group C are pruned in late winter, early spring. For the Group C, you'll do this usual hard prune, cutting it back dramatically. For the Group B, you'll do this light prune at the same time, removing dead or weak stems, perhaps cutting back to a strong pair of buds. While you're pruning, you'll need to be able to visually distinguish between the dormant stems of your Group B and Group C clematis. Often, Group C stems can appear a bit more woody or have a slightly different color texture. Pro tip, using a permanent plant tag or marker at the base of each plant is a great way to help you keep track of the variety and pruning group. This combination theoretically gives you blooms from early spring right into the fall. This strategy is for experienced gardeners with ample space and a very robust support structure. Group A clematis, like Montana, are extremely vigorous and can easily overwhelm less vigorous Group B or C varieties if planted too closely on the same support. Pruning is significantly more challenging if they are intertwined on the same support. You should prune Group A right after its early spring bloom. Just make sure that if it's mixed with a Group B or C, you don't accidentally cut off the emerging growth or buds of the other clematis types. Then in late winter to early spring, you'd prune Group B and or Group C. If you decide to try this clematis combination, it is generally best to give the Group A its own separate but very large support where it can grow freely. Then you can plant Group B and C together on a separate but nearby trellis for support. You can find an amazing selection of clematis in all groups, plus all their perfect companion plants and the best advice right here at Wildwood Outdoor Living. Beyond just bloom time and fruiting groups, consider the artistic side of pairing clematis. Creating color contrast is a good way to go. A vibrant, rich purple clematis like Danielle de Rhoda can look absolutely stunning when it's allowed to climb alongside a soft white variety. The dark purple that makes the white pop and vice versa, creating a really eye-catching display. There is also form contrast. Pair a large, open-faced clematis like First Lady with its flat, wide petals with a variety that has a bell-shaped or nodding flowers such as Micropetala, Jan Lenmark, or Alpha Francis Rivis. The different shapes add incredible textural interest and make the planting look more complex and sophisticated. But if you prefer a more serene, following, or ethereal look, focus on harmonious color blend. This means choosing different shades within the same color family. Picture several shades of blue and lavender clematis, perhaps a deep blue like Sapphire Lingual intermingled with a lighter lavender blue like these two here. Now let's talk about the incredible world of other plants that make fantastic companions for your clematis. These plants serve several key purposes. They provide a beautiful skirt to shade the clematis's roots, which prefer cool, moist conditions, offer structural support, extend the season of interest, and simply create breathtaking visual combinations. The absolute classic pairing for a reason. Climbing or shrub roses offer sturdy support for clematis to twine through. They generally share similar sun and well-drained soil requirements. The clematis can hide their bare lower stem of roses, and the rose's structure lifts the clematis into the light. They provide structure and sometimes gentle shade for clematis roots. A good option is a rhododendron or azalea. Their dense evergreen foliage provides a beautiful dark green backdrop that makes the clematis bloom truly pop. Our sun-loving hydrangea varieties make great base plants. Their large, lush foliage provides shade for clematis roots while adding contrast texture to the garden. And for stunning foliage contrast, a variegated or red leaf Japanese maple can create a striking backdrop for the green foliage clematis or one with complementary bloom colors. Just make sure the light requirements are met for both. Clematis love their heads in the sun, feet in the shade. Low-growing perennials are perfect for shading their roots, suppressing weeds, and adding a layer of beauty. First up, a fantastic option to shade those clematis feet is heuchera, also known as coral bells. They come in a stunning array of leaf colors and textures, from deep burgundy to vibrant lime green. They're quite shade tolerant and offer continuous interest even when your clematis isn't in full bloom. For those shadier spots, hostas are an excellent choice. Their large, lush leaves provide superb ground cover and a fantastic root shading. They come in so many sizes and variegations, adding great texture. If you're looking for sun-loving partners, lavender is always a winner. Its silvery, aromatic foliage and fragrant purple spikes are beautiful against most clematis colors, and it absolutely thrives in sunny, well-drained soil. Another great option is salvia. With its upright flower spikes in shades of blue, purple, pink, or red, salvia offers a lovely vertical contrast to the clematis twinning habit and boosts a wonderfully long bloom time. For a tough, drought-tolerant plant that produces a cloud of soft purple flowers, nepeta or catmint is perfect. It creates a lovely airy base around your clematis, and it is incredibly easy to care for. If you need instant color or want to experiment with a new look each year, annuals are fantastic. Bacopa or trailing petunias can spill out of pots where clematis are planted or fill in gaps at the base of the plant. Always ensure plants share a similar light requirement. Most clematis prefer well-drained, fertile soil. Choose companions that thrive in similar conditions. Plant companions with a little distance from the clematis main root ball to avoid too much competition for nutrients and water, especially for the first few years. And there you have it, a much deeper dive into creating a truly spectacular clematis display by understanding their groups and choosing the right companion plants. Whether you're combining different clematis for a prolonged bloom show or adding beautiful roses, heuchera, salvia, or even ornamental grasses, thoughtful pairing will make your garden sing. We hope this video gives you the confidence to experiment and create some breathtaking combinations in your own garden. What's your favorite clematis planting group or clematis combination? Share your ideas and successes in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more expert gardening advice.